Okay, ladies, I have to do a retraction video. Maybe not necessarily a retraction video. Hope the lighting and everything's okay with this. But I had done a video where you could repot the LA Color and NYC Pigments, and I had used pliers and busted that open. And it made a little bit of a mess when I did it. And to be totally honest, when I did it off camera, I made less of a mess, although I still made a mess. And I had gotten a comment from, I hope I'm pronouncing this name correctly, Enchanted. And she had explained to me that if you look on the bottom, you can pry this off. And I purchased some more LA Color Pigments from Dollar Tree. So I decided I was going to try her method, and I'm telling you, it is much, much easier. Thank you so much for that tip. So we're going to take a sheet of paper, and again, I'm using this little brush that I got from Ulta for the sampling. Just a little, kind of like a utility brush I use for different things. And I'm going to take my screwdriver that has the pointed end. Now you can use a knife, and I'm going to tell you now, if you are clumsy, I do not recommend this method, just because I'm not super clumsy, but I don't like fooling around with knives and things like that in this manner. It makes me a little nervous, like I'm going to cut myself. So if you're clumsy, please do not do this. And if you do and cut yourself, I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me nothing about it. Okay, I hope the lighting doesn't get too bad here. I'm going to have to move it around again. Try to get a little better lighting here for what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to take this, and right here on the inside, I don't know if you can see that or not, the inside of this lip. It's kind of hard to tell where these two pieces are separated, but it's right there on the inside. And I'm going to get that push down in there and start prying up, and I hope you can see this. It's coming out. And there it goes, and right onto the paper, so that I can funnel all the loose from the paper into my jar. Sorry, I have my jar with the lid off. And I'm going to take my little brush, and now all we have to do is scoop all that in there. Now, she had also recommended taking the sticker off the bottom, which is located on this little disc right there. My lids to my jars are black, and the writing on those, even though the label is clear, the writing is black, so I tried that, and it doesn't really show up. I wouldn't be able to tell, you know, what color it was without actually getting the jar. So if you have one of the jars with the clear lids, that would work perfect. If not, I still use the little white round stickers, labeling stickers, as I did before. And as you can see, this time around, I hope you can see, we've got the brush sticking out there. So what I did was I just brushed off that brush to get all that pigment out. Now you're going to get to a point, and I'm probably not going to get to it while we're in this video, but you're going to get to a point where if all the pigment's kind of packed at the very top of the jar. And even though I used the brush, it didn't really seem to want to come out of there. So what I did was I just turned the jar upside down and started tapping it on the paper, and then I used the paper as a funnel to funnel all of the fallout that I had while I was putting in the jar, and everything that I tapped loose from the jar that I couldn't get with the brush, into the container, into my sample jar. So, and you know, there was no wasting of the product with this method whatsoever, because of using the paper. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Silly me. But and also, you know, I was able, with the previous method that I had showed you, I was able to, or I was not able to get all of the pigment out of the jar because of the method that I used. But with this method, you are able to get every last bit of the pigment out of the jar. So absolutely wonderful tip. I'm so glad that she shared that with me. So I thought I would just pass that along. See, tapping it's just about out. So anyways, I just wanted to pass that along. It was a lot easier. So I hope you find it helpful. Bye.